Jesus Christ. My God. Welcome back to Sonic the Hedgehog 2006. In the last episode I did the Trials of Soliana, and I went through Wave Ocean with Tails. This was then followed by me doing the next episode in Kingdom Valley, only to end up realising that I messed up on the recording. This meant that I had to go back to the last part of the game I saved, which was before Tails' Wave Ocean. That meant that I had to redo that stage and all 3 Trials of Soliana again to get back here. So, I'm currently now going to save the game. And, funnily enough, when I wasn't recording, I managed to do those Trials of Soliana much better. I got an S rank on all of them. It dawned on me that I never used the red gem in the test of intelligence, which wasn't very intelligent. And while I did still go wrong in it, I managed to do it much faster. I don't know how fast because I used the red gem. I managed to do the test of courage, or whatever it was called, in 1 try, and it took about 40 seconds. I then managed to do the test of love, and I did actually choose Amy this time. So I got an S rank on all of them, we're back up here. I can actually record this cutscene now, which I failed last time, because the whole pod decided pressing the button wasn't enough. So let's actually begin Kingdom Valley this time. Let's do this properly. Ugh. That was a nightmare.
You look like you're in a hurry. So, what's going on? Circumstances have changed. I need to rescue the princess.
It's a good thing Sonic doesn't hold a grudge. Otherwise, Silver would be having a much harder time. Anyway, now I have to redo this stage, which I managed to get through pretty quickly last time, so quick that I wasn't able to get the S rank. But it is now time for Kingdom Valley. This stage is quite long for every character, but it isn't, again, not too bad for Sonic. And this was actually the stage that was showcased in both 2005 and 2006. And I'll start by saying, grab this eagle for a big shortcut. Don't hold down the red gem or he'll just fly slower. Won't really make any difference to your time though, because the clock's slow as well. But anyway, I missed the other box. This was the level that was used to showcase the game in both 2005 and 2006. Both demos were pretty different. Some things were in the 2005 one that were taken out for the 2006 one. But what they both showed was a more complete game. Thus meaning that this game was more complete in 2005 than it was in 2006. What happened? And the stuff I've seen, there was going to be a day and night system. The time of day would change the longer Sonic was in the stage. How long do they expect? The days of Soliana are really short. But yeah, day and night system. The 2006 one showed a bit cloudy, but still you could see the sky in Kingdom Valley. It's much more overcast here, but given the type of level that this is, I think the overcast actually does work. Although I'm not sure where some of this sunlight's coming from. But yeah, the level shows that Sonic had a more spammable homing attack. It was much faster. Sonic ran faster. Not by much, but he did run faster. The 2005 build showed that when you were grinding on rails, the camera would pan out, Sonic actually went faster, and there were loads of sparks everywhere. None of that is in this version. How is a game more finished in 2005 than in 2006? How? And in the max speed section, again, it shows Sonic did have a spinning animation when he jumps from wall to wall. The dog next door is currently barking. Shut up, dog. I said shut up, dog. And some of the graphics are a bit clearer. You can even homing attack enemies into other enemies. can't do any of that here. From what I've heard, I keep hearing different stories about what happened in Sonic 06's development, but from what I've heard, the version that we actually got was not the most recent build. It was the most stable build, which really makes me worry how unstable the previous builds were, considering how stable this one is. I'm going to avoid those. I landed on the enemy and didn't get hurt. Why can't that always happen? I landed on the enemy and suffered no damage. Okay, I'm not getting anywhere defeating these guys. And now I get hurt. Oh, the enemies respawn? I guess because he fell in the water, he respawned. I didn't know that they could do that. Alright, let's destroy that tower. It only needs to be hit by one thing, so don't worry about throwing a lot of projectiles. They all respawn. So there's no worry about running out of projectiles. Anyway, we are now in control of these gold robots right here. This is what I said. Look how far the rings scatter. You can barely pick them all up, along with the fact that the hitbox for the explosions of those missiles is huge. There have been plenty of times where I've gotten hurt, those rings scatter everywhere because of it, despite the fact that I wasn't even near the missile. Remember what I was saying about that attack of the Egg Genesis? Same story. Silver's attacks require him to completely stop. You can catch missiles and throw them back, which is quite satisfying. But I can only ever seem to hold, even when I hold down R1 and there's still stuff left in the action gauge, it never seems to work. I still end up getting hit by the missiles. Right, some of those spike balls do like that. They fall down. They just fall straight down. You have no idea they're coming. Right, this guy, he has a shield when his arms are there. I don't get that. So you can only attack him unless you're throwing things at him. You can only attack him once he's shot both of his arms, which do grow back. You can only stun him after that. So you can get him on the ground and then pick him up. Watch out though, his feet can still damage you, which is what happened before. This is what I was talking about. These blue enemies, they fire these weird projectiles. I'm not sure what they are. Silver can grab them. So, I don't know what they are. But they also have homing properties, a bit more effective. How am I not hitting him? How close do I need to be? I keep trying to press the square button. Well, I don't try, I do. I press the square button in the air to try and utilize Silver's shock bracelet, which I don't have yet. Silver can jump higher than other characters. Press the jump button in the air and you can hover until the gauge runs out. If you keep pressing the button, you can hover slower but much longer distances. He's also much slower. You never switch between Sonic and Shadow in their stories. In Sonic's story, you switch to Silver in Kingdom Valley. In Shadow's story, you switch to Silver in a classic base. And obviously, when you're playing in Silver stories, in both of those levels, it happens. You switch to Sonic. You switch from Silver to Sonic and Silver to Shadow. But you never switch between Sonic and Shadow in their stories. I always found that odd. So, we're now back in control of Sonic. That's what we're doing here. I thought the music wasn't playing for a moment there. The TV is pretty quiet. Alright, let's get that gem back. I love how much easier the bounce bracelet makes all of this. You can defeat the enemies so much faster. You know, I don't think that thing ever actually falls down, don't worry. Amazingly, you can actually jump on those things to activate them. The only thing that jumping will actually activate. Why can't everything be like that? I don't know what causes those towers to fall down. Even a single bullet can make those towers collapse. They are the weakest towers ever in anything. Indeed. Especially with a bounce bracelet. It launches me right towards this guy. Alright, you have got to watch out with their hands. Because if their hands hit you, which just like the Iblis Golems, giant rocks do have large hitboxes. So, oh, what? What happens to homing attack? Yeah, I've got to watch out. Whether or not you get hit is pretty luck based. You've got to try and use the light speed dash. I don't think you have to. Come on, Sonic. There we go. I'm surprised he wasn't doing the bounce attack. Alright, we've got a homing attack chain here. various directions on which you can go. There is a silver medal here as well. I missed it this time. I got it last time. This was a very big castle. This puts Elise's castle to shame. Although, they seem to have a lot of towers that don't connect to anything, so how do people get to these towers? Oh, it is ruins, I guess, so maybe there's a lot of stuff we'll not see. Sadly, that enemy, it has a lot of health, but sadly it doesn't destroy all of the others. Right, am I going to get hit by any projectiles this time? When I'm homing attacking. By the way, these guys are immune to the bombs that I am not immune to. So all of them, yes. And this is the worst part right here. I actually managed to make it last time. Can I do it again? Or is the recording curse that merciless? It's affected me in my first Let's Play, so yes, it probably is. This is where you really... Yes, okay. This is where you really... That's really where you get to the issue of having the bounce attack and the lightspeed dash both on the same button. Adventure 2 suffered the same thing, but I find it worse here. Because they're both on the same button, a lot of the times when I'm trying to do an aerial lightspeed dash, I end up doing an aerial stomp instead. Heroes has the same issue with the tornado jump. I find this worse, because at least with the tornado jump, Sonic and Shadow do still move a bit when they're in the air, so I can maybe position myself nearer to the rings. Not in this game, not in Adventure 2, but I find this worse than Adventure 2 in that regard. So that's where the bounce can really be a problem, especially in that area. I don't have the purple gem yet, so I can't just moon jump my way over there. Try and wipe out these guys. There will be more enemies that appear after this. And I don't know, there's armor, nothing happened. See, why can't it always be like that? Oh, where is he? There we go. Right, there are a load of enemies behind. There are a load of enemies there. But if you go under the door, you don't have to defeat them. They're supposed to be the enemies that Silver takes care of. If you do stay around to defeat them, Silver will tell Sonic to go on and to leave them up to them. Sonic can destroy them. A lot of them are above the water, so it's quite difficult to get them all, which is why I didn't bother. So it is now time to go to Sonic's final max speed section, and during so, Sonic decided to part the waters, and if you look closely, the water is going up. It's not going down, they're upwards. I guess they're not really waterfalls, are they? Water rises. And again, while Sonic has his jumping animation there, the 2006 E3 build, Sonic did spin when he went from walls to wall there. So I don't know what happened. Why is it in regular gameplay but not in the max speed sections? Right, you need to avoid the pillars, you need to avoid the crates, all the usual stuff. You also got pits to jump over, but overall I think this is the easiest max speed section. The bits that can throw you off is when you're running along the side of the water rises, because you think that moving up and down would now be how you control Sonic, but no, you go up by holding left, you go down by holding right, so it can throw you off a bit. This is the main complicated bit. You need to land on this pathway. When I say land, you need to run on the pathway, and you can't really be sure whereabouts you need to be positioned. But overall, yeah, I do think that this is Sonic's easiest max speed sections. That puddle is more clear. All of these puddles are more clear in the E6 version. Yeah, I always do the lightspeed dash there. There's no reason I can't. That is the end. It took about the same amount of time as it did before. Is that going to be an S rank this time? Yes, it is. Oh, what? No, it's not. Oh, really? Really? I don't think I got a single bit of time bonus there. I actually didn't. What the heck? Why did that say 0 time bonus? I'm sure that's what it said. I'll check again at the playback, but I'm sure that's what it said. I should have had time bonus. If it didn't, I'm going to be very much annoyed. Because there should have been time bonus.
Huh? The engines are malfunctioning. And what's this? Stop all engines, now! Why is this happening? No! We're about to crash!
Yeah, dance it out, Eggman. Dance it out. Why not? You can dance in Sonic CD. No offense to Jason Griffith, but you did not put any work into that line. If you can call it a line. Elise!
Wait. There's still a way to change this. If we return to an earlier point in time, we'll be able to save her.
Sonic's eyes are coming off of his face.
I understand. Chaos Control! Silver! I can handle this myself.
No, you can't.
Besides, you got somewhere to go, right?
No, he doesn't.
You! I'll make sure to change Elise's fate. And that, in turn, should change your future, too.
No, it won't.
Thank you, Silver. Yeah, just save her.
Well, at least died, but there was no Iblis. So if anything, it would have been for the best. But no, we have to rescue her. So does it take Sonic 4 hours to get to the egg carrier? That is a very long time. But anyway, we have to save Elise. That would now imply that there are 2 Sonics at this particular point in time. One that's present day and one from the future. But anyway, next time we meet up, we're going to be going through Sonic's final level with the final boss for Sonic's story. So, see you guys then.